U.S. CEO Donald Trump card has proposed tepid supporting to his choose to conduct the Veterans Sphere Division, Ronny Jackson, among claims of indecency. Mr. Trump card told at a news story meeting how he will stay over the besieged White's building physician, but added, "If I was him, I wouldn't do he." Dr. Jackson is cladding concoction he oversaw a toxicity job environmental in the White's building care block. On Tuesday a Sinead board suddenly broke in his confirmed listening. CBS News story and some U.S. print point of sale include informed how the physician has been charged of undue potable on the work, incorrectly distributing medications and encourage a enemy job environmental for his possession at the White's building. For a collaborative news story meeting in France, CEO Emmanuel Macron, Mr. Trump card praised Dr. Jackson as of the magnificent human beings I include always welcomed, but as well recognized his absence of expertise. The CEO told Dr. Jackson had been purified unjustly by Democrats and the print edition how the appointment trial might be too much hideous for his private physician. I don't wish to put a person, someone's not a policy man, via a trial love the. He's too hideous and too ugly. So, we'll see which happens, Mr. Trump card told. If I were him, I wouldn't do he added. Over on Tuesday, White's building Vice Click Secretariat Hogan Gidley praised Dr. Jackson's recording of powerful, crucial management. Veterans Sphere choose Ronny Jackson necessary a lifeline, but the CEO threw him an anchoring. The White's building doctor didn't include a restart how specified same D be skilled for the work, and as he's proper precise down there was slight in the way of backdrop checking executed on the candidate. While it comes to private moves, yet, the Jackson selection fits in Mr. Trump card's control styling. Sames according to reports enterprising his private airman as chief the Fed Aircraft Authority and equipped his canister-turned-golf club manager-turned-campaign aide as White's building public print CEO. If the CEO likes who, and such at first impressions can go in man or, in the instance of several of his latter White's building serving, on TV, he moves rapidly and doesn't fluctuate to put how person in a stance of liability. Maybe it is since he values which he view as nature above expertise and likes stimulating human beings he thinks are up to the problem. It as well tool how Mr. Trump cards picks more than to Trump card the man rather than if they had treated their way up via conventional channels, manufacturing contacts and creation of vocational repute on the path. Time the technique may include treated for Mr. Trump card as chief of a closed detained individual industry, the risks at a domestic policy standard, wherever the searchlight comes rapidly and shines vividly, include be rather evident. The Trump card authority has had more than rather than its stake of appointment misfires, and Mr. Jackson is fair the newest, largest flagrant sample. Sen. Johnny Isaacson, the Republic president of the Sinead Veterans Sphere Board, and more Democratic Sen. John Analyzer quoted severe concoction as the cause for indefinitely postponing the listening that had been planned for environment. Both of senators wrote to Mr. Trump card to query more than data on the 50-year-old Iraq war vet and ex-fight general surgeon, following the concoction were at first done in U.S. print. The board began studying Dr. Jackson deceased recent 1 week, on to more Democratic Sen. Richard Blumenthal. Mr. Blumenthal, a term of the pain, tense how the concoction were unfounded. I believe the White's building has to offer us complete, and exact, actual responding, fully address these questions, present. I indicate, order off, Mr. Blumenthal told. Enabling these questions to suppurate are a bad service to the VA and to ADM Jackson. Dr. Jackson has serviced as the White's building doctor with 2006, and Rosa in section following declaration Mr. Trump card to be in great public health next a care survey. He dashingly said reporters how Mr. Trump card could dwell to the age of 200 if his dietary superior. Dr. Jackson was chosen by Mr. Trump card recent monthly to conduct the 360,000 servant agent, that commands an yearly budgeting of $186c, £133c, following the CEO fired ex-Obama-era formal David Shulkin as Veterans Sphere Secretariat.